back to Inside the Huddle alongside head coach of the Sacred Heart University football team, Mark Nofri. I'm Molly Jacob. Sacred Heart fell short 17-7 this past weekend against Merrimack for Family Weekend, and the Sacred Heart played a first three clean quarters, and it was 7-3 going into the fourth quarter, but then Rob McCoy had an interception that turned into a pick six, and the Pioneers lost their lead. So, Coach, what did your team learn about themselves this week?
Well, you can't complain about how hard they played. I think they played hard. But again, it goes back to, I look at the week that we beat St. Francis. It was the preseason number one. We didn't have any turnovers, and we had 4 penalties. On Saturday, we had 2 turnovers, 1 for a touchdown, and 7 penalties. So I believe there's a pretty good correlation between turning the ball over and committing mistakes at costly times that hurt you. And again, we didn't execute when we needed to, and they did. Going into the fourth quarter, we had the lead. I was hoping to get another score, and I thought our defense was playing really well, that they weren't going to give up a score. And we'd get out of that game with a conference win and move on. And it may not have been pretty, but it was a win, right? But again, turnovers late, a couple penalties at costly times hurt us, and that was the end result.
And your defense held Merrimack to 0 passing yards, which is very impressive. Arsheen Giles had a scoop and score. Nick Foglia, 11 tackles. Your defense is very dominant every single game. But what do Arsheen Giles and Nick Foglia add to this defense?
Well, I think they're playing well. I think they're playing at a high level. Arsheen has been a 4-year starter for us, and Nick has been a 2-year starter for us, and they're both outstanding young men, and they're great football players. They bring a lot of leadership. They play hard. They don't take plays off, and everybody on defense kind of rallies around those guys with Tariq Brown and DeAndre Byrd. But again, they had a great game. They were playing hard, and they were doing their job. And let's be honest, I mean, that's what we expect them to do. It's not something that we talk about that's out of the ordinary. That's what we want to do defensively, is be stout, run to the ball, and play with high energy. And they did that, and that kept us in the game. So I'm really happy for those guys, and I'm hoping to see that again this Saturday, and them being consistent and bringing the energy and playing hard like they do every week.
Looking ahead, you said you wanted to go 2 for 2 in the conference. How is your team going to be able to compete?
Well, obviously they can compete with anybody, I feel. I think that they just need to continue to find out the winning recipe that they need to do, like they did against St. Francis. Stop with the costly mistakes, don't turn the ball over, and play for 60 minutes, and play hard. And we talk about, great teams and great leaders don't point fingers. They look at themselves and they see what they can do to get better and what they can do to help the team win. And that was kind of our mindset. It's a new week. It's another conference game. We're going on the road. There's some adversity there as well, being 1-4, playing another conference game. But they got to step up and answer the bell when it's time. And this week is another opportunity to get to 2-2 in conference. And again, it's wide open. I've said it before. People that win the conference are the people that are most healthy and playing well at that time and don't turn the ball over. So if we can get on that type of roll, because I know it's in them. I know they have it. I've seen it. Now they got to be able to do it, execute it, and put a game back to back to back like that.
Absolutely, and good luck to you guys, Coach. This week, Sacred Heart heads into a 3-game road trip on the road, and they will be playing LIU this week. And we'll catch you guys back next week on Inside the Huddle. Mark Nofri, I'm Molly Jacob.